Rod Wave's business move, how he built Mainstay Touring. What happens when an artist decides he's done letting other people control the business behind his career?
People around me at the time, before I became, you know what I'm saying, the person I am today, or before I built Mainstay Touring, right? It was people who should have been mentoring me and helping me and growing with me, right? But they was trying to run the game on me.
For Rod Wave, the answer was simple. Learn the business, take control, and build something of his own. The Florida-born rapper and singer has built a reputation for turning personal struggles into powerful music. But behind the scenes, another chapter of his career has been developing, one centered around independence, business, and touring. Rod Wave has shared that negative experiences with people on his former team helped push him to understand the business side of the music industry.
The knowledge, right? Because I had to tear my touring business down, right? And rebuild it, right? And then I learned about touring. I was in rooms, I was meeting people and leveraging relationships. So now I was learning, right? So now I got the confidence and I know what I'm doing. We do this for Rod Wave, we can do this for anybody smaller or bigger.
And instead of continuing to rely completely on other people, he decided to take matters into his own hands. That move reportedly led to the creation of Mainstay Touring.
What they say?
Man, so
Tell me what's going on, Pastor.
40,000 tickets. You can't even count to 40,000, bitch.
Number one, learning the business. For many artists, success comes with a complicated reality. The bigger the artist becomes, the more people get involved. Managers, promoters, booking companies, executives, agents, and other industry professionals. Rod Wave has described experiences where he felt people were taking advantage of him.
Right, but they was trying to run the game on me. You see what I'm saying? And that kind of just, but we could have built this and did this together. We could have been doing this, right? So where I'm at today with the Kanye concert and everything, imagine what we would have been, right, if we would have started this process then. You see what I'm saying? And that kind of just, but we could have built this and did this together. We could have been doing this, right? So where I'm at today with the Kanye concert and everything, imagine what we would have been, right, if we would have started this process then.
Talking to Envy this morning, because I told him I was gonna be sitting with you, and he was like, yo, you know he's one of the promoters for the Kanye show. And I said, oh, Rod out here moving different. And I'm like, because you selling out your own shows, but you promoting shows for other artists?
Rather than allowing those experiences to permanently set him back, he used them as a lesson. He began learning how the business actually works, how tours are booked, how shows are promoted, how venues are secured.
I was learning, right? So now I got the confidence and I know what I'm doing. We do this for Rod Wave, we can do this for anybody smaller or bigger.
That knowledge gave Rod something many artists don't have, a deeper understanding of the machinery operating behind the scenes. Number two, cutting out the middleman. Eventually, Rod Wave made a major decision. Instead of simply being the artist performing on stage, he wanted to have more control over what happened before he ever stepped onto that stage. That vision became Mainstay Touring. The idea was bigger than simply creating another company. It represented independence. Rod could now become involved in the business of putting major events together instead of depending entirely on outside companies to handle those responsibilities. In other words, he wasn't just building a career as an artist, he was building infrastructure around the career. Number three, the Kanye West connection. And this is where the story gets especially interesting. According to the account you've provided, Mainstay Touring was involved in promoting Kanye West's massive SoFi Stadium event, a show that became known for its enormous scale and record-breaking attention. Think about what that represents. An artist who started out wanting more control over his own career eventually built a company capable of participating in the promotion of one of the biggest events connected to one of the most recognizable names in hip-hop. That's a significant shift in perspective. Rod Wave wasn't simply thinking about the next album or the next tour. He was thinking about the business that makes massive tours and events possible. The bigger lesson here is that Rod Wave's story isn't only about music, it's about ownership. The music industry can make an artist famous, but fame doesn't automatically mean control. Learning the business can give artists the ability to make better decisions, protect their interests, and create opportunities beyond performing. That's seemingly the philosophy behind Mainstay Touring. Rod Wave took experiences that he considered negative and turned them into motivation to educate himself. Then he turned that knowledge into a company, and that company became part of his larger vision for independence. Rod Wave's journey shows that sometimes the biggest career move isn't making another song. Sometimes it's learning everything happening behind behind the music. From feeling like people were taking advantage of him, to learning the business, to launching Mainstay Touring, Rod Wave has shown an interest in controlling more of the world surrounding his career. And if the story of Mainstay Touring continues to grow, Rod Wave could ultimately be remembered for more than what he accomplished behind a microphone. He could also be remembered as an artist who decided to learn the business and build one for himself. What do you think about Rod Wave making this move into touring and promotion? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more music industry stories.